Congressman Garcia, first of all, congratulations to you, sir. Very good to see you. Let's get into this because you have said that McCarthy has given away the keys to the far right. What has this week taught you about what we should expect from this Republican-led House of Representatives?
Hey, Simone, good to see you as well. Well, I mean, first, it's very clear that McCarthy, the Republicans have no plan, they have no message, and they've spent all this entire week in just complete dysfunction. We, as freshmen, 34 great Democratic freshmen coming in, thought we would get sworn, of course, earlier in the week, and it didn't happen actually just, of course, we know just till last night that we actually got sworn in. And the entire week, the Republican has been in complete chaos, the entire party, McCarthy, and it's been really just sad to see. What's really disturbing, I think, to all of us coming in is it's very clear that McCarthy has given away the keys to the extreme far right of the party. It's folks now like Matt Gaetz, like Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who we've cut deals with, that are now going to be controlling the entire Republican caucus, and unfortunately for the rest of us, the agenda that's going to be happening here in the House. And so we're ready. We're happy to be sworn in. We're going to fight every single day. It was really an embarrassment to see what was happening on the other side of the aisle last night. But either way, we're ready to fight and ready to win.
Well, I think one of the things that was striking to me was this circus on the House floor when Congressman Mike Rogers had to be held back while confronting Matt Gaetz last night. When you saw this, what was going through your mind? And frankly, do you think that someone that looked like you or me could get away with this behavior?
Absolutely not. And so first, I literally turned to some of my freshman colleague friends and said absolutely exactly what you just said. We're a diverse group, and we turned to each other and said there is no way that if the people of color, other folks were doing that business, that they can get away with that. And so the fact that that actually happened is just a perfect sign of where the Republican Party is right now. It was embarrassing. We were stunned. We were shocked. We thought we had seen it all that week, and to see them almost get into essentially a fight on the floor of the House was really shameful. But what's maybe even more shameful is McCarthy's speech and his plans for the future. He has given away power on the Rules Committee, which is critical, as we know, to governing the House. And most importantly, he has no power. He's going to sit here as Speaker with absolutely no real influence amongst the most MAGA of the country. And so that's something we've got to be very concerned about. But I'm telling you, we are united behind our leader, Hakeem Jeffries. Mm-hmm. And on day one, we're ready to fight back.
Quick follow-up, sir. So do you, yes or no, do you think that Kevin McCarthy will be able to govern, given the dynamics of his caucus?
Absolutely 100% not.
Absolutely 100% not. Let's talk about the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries, because while you've got the debacle that happened with Republicans on the House floor, I think that Leader Jeffries proved that last night that there is the ability for Democrats to lead while in the minority. Take a listen to this.
As John Lewis would sometimes remind us on this floor, we may have come over on different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. We are white, we are black, we are Latino, we are Asian, we are Native American, we are Christian, we are Jewish, we are Muslim, we are Hindu, we are religious, we are secular, we are gay, we are straight, we are young, we are older, we are women, we are men, we are citizens, we are dreamers. Out of many, we are one. That's what makes America a great country.
A very hopeful message from the Democratic leader there. I think I have heard very clearly from Democrats over the last 24 hours about how they are going to counter Republicans over the next 2 years. But where do you see room to strike bipartisan deals?
Well, listen, I think at the end of the day, I think it's important for us Democrats is bipartisanship is important, but we're also not going to give up on our values, and we're certainly not going to give up on the things that we believe in. Could there be a pathway to some bipartisan conversation around immigration? That's something that is a possibility. There has been some moderate Republicans that are talking and know how important it is to have guest worker programs. They know how important it is to have labor here that is actually going to work and work hard. And so immigration could be a space. That's something I'm personally interested as an immigrant myself. And I think the leadership of the Democratic Party is also really interested in coming together and giving back to working families and making sure that people actually get resources. We still are coming out of a difficult economic time. We've seen the job numbers that just came out, really good signs about what's happening in the country right now. And so we're united, and immigration is something I hope that both sides of the House can work on in the near future.
All right, immigration reform. We have heard it before, but the president is going to the border this week. I think the conversation is ramping up. Before I let you go, you actually tweeted out a picture saying you would be sworn in alongside a first edition Superman comic. Tell me more here, because there was a mass swearing in last night, right? So what happened to the comic book?
Yeah, and so obviously I'm looking forward to getting sworn in on the U.S. Constitution, but along with that, it's a picture of my mom and dad, who unfortunately passed away to COVID, as well as my citizenship certificate and a copy on loan from the Library of Congress of Superman #1. I learned to read and write English reading comics. We're going to actually have that ceremonial swearing in with all those items that all members of Congress will have, hopefully this coming week in the next few days, and so I look forward to that.